Here's a quick recap of today's price action. So coming into the day, I was very bearish. You can see that we've just swept major buy-side liquidity, and we have now started to retrace lower, filling a lot of this massive imbalance below. You can see that we have this high time frame low resistance liquidity, and we are delivering lower off of high time frame bearish PDAs. What I want to see is for all of this high time frame low resistance liquidity to get swept and to fill more of this imbalance. So now with our draw on liquidity already being lower, you can see that leading up to market open, we're generating more low resistance liquidity below. Then we open, we manipulate higher, sweeping internal buy-side liquidity inside of a 5-minute bearish fair value gap. The reason why I did not like this setup and the reason why I faded it is simply because of ES. Because as you can see, ES does not sweep any significant form of liquidity or tap into any high time frame PDA. If anything, it just makes this high low resistance because now we have stacked relative equal highs above. If you want to see displacement lower, you would first want to see all of these highs get swept to constitute distribution lower. And as you can see, that's exactly what ends up happening. NQ puts in a stop hunt where ES takes those relative equal session highs above, and then we get a beautiful 2-minute IFVG. You could have just targeted this low-hanging fruit, but as I said, I was very bearish and wanted that major sell-side draws on liquidity. As you can see, this ends up playing out. I go break even right here, and then you can see that I was actually in this trade for a very long time. And once we started hesitating, I just ended up closing manually here. I didn't want to get greedy, and we were just hesitating to continue flushing. You can call it emotional, but I had a lot of logic behind this manual close. And as you can see, this actually did end up saving me from losing profit, essentially. I had my initial stop order at where I would have secured 1-to-1, but then due to this hesitation, I ended up just closing manually, securing about 2 point something RR. So overall, I really liked this trade, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I think mechanically it was a little weird just because of the context, as we were kind of using a 5-minute bearish where we were still in our overall high time frame accumulation range. But as I said, I was very bearish, and I really liked the setup. And as you can see, I ended up hitting full take profit. So I do think it is unfortunate that I couldn't just get this last flush and sweep all of these, but obviously I secured my piece of the pie and some. So very happy with this trade. And the main takeaway I want to get away from here is that this initial Judas could have and should have been prevented simply because ES had no reason to distribute whatsoever. It is very likely that you're going to get stopped out and then get the real move lower. If you want to take that initial short, I still think it's very avoidable. But if you're going to take that, I think you need to accept the fact that if it gets stopped out, you're likely going to get stopped, get remanipulated, and then it's going to deliver the true move. So I think you kind of need to be open to taking another trade if you get stopped out on that initial one. So I hope you guys learned something from the video, and drop a comment below and let me know how your trading day was.